Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. I am sick and tired of this timber crap. So what I'm going to do in this episode is we are going to 100% get a good old stockpile of timber. We are in the green right now in the production wise, which is wonderful. But I need to get more into timber. We need to get planks, and it's high time. It's 90 years for crying out loud that we have a good source of timber really happening. So I have 9 more timber farms being built right now. The last one is nearly complete. Got 2 people working in all of that. So hopefully with this addition, we should be sitting pretty. But if not, we will see, and we will build more if we need to. In the end of the last episode, we put this together, this little area. So we have the bamboo here, and we have this paper mill and printing factory and a knitting workshop. So the knitting workshop is processing the bamboo for baskets. And where we had reeds before making baskets, we needed a little bit more of the reeds, so we shifted to the bamboo, and that's going to be dedicated to the baskets here. We also have the printing factory that currently isn't doing anything because we didn't have a great pile of coal, and I don't want to use it all up. So for now, it's just sitting. And the paper mill is using bamboo and water to produce, well, paper. That's happening. It's doing well. We have an event, drunkards. Let's see. A bunch of drunkards were lighting the campfire and holding a party near the city. Sounds fun. Unexpectedly, they started to argue about which wine was better and asked others and you to judge. Medicinal liquor is better and whiskey? Well, medicinal liquor, that's actually like a thing, like a party thing? We're gonna go with whiskey. Some disapproved of this answer and brought out loads of medicinal liquor for others to appreciate. Ah, so it was backwards. Nice. We really needed the medicinal liquor. We don't have that process happening yet in the town, so that's good to have. We did take 1 bundle of immigrants since the last time I saw you. This is our 3rd that has come by, and I think we're going to let this one go as well. With 42 extra right now, we are doing okay with food, and I don't want to ruin that. And we also need to build in a bunch more houses. 53 citizens want new houses. So what I would really like to do is get to the house upgrades, but that's kind of pointless because we need building kits. Now we only need 12 building kits, so it could be doable. Could order some. Oh, that caravan that we sent out is back. We didn't get very far with reps, so that's kind of disappointing. The nursing home is also in need of building kits, but we need 360 of them, which is a ton. This could also be super handy. So that's why I say we need timber. The problem with why I say timber with building kits is because that's the very beginning of the supply line. We need the timber, which will in turn get us planks, which in turn is going to help us out with the production of the building kits, excuse me. So that's going to be here, the planks, the steel is going to come through, and then the glass for the building kits. We just don't have a good amount of the plank and the steel saved up. So we have that timber production area going right here. We have 2 more sawmills on the way. Iron ore is low. Our mines are suffering. Kind of stinks right now. We don't have, again, the planks to do anything. I can't upgrade my mines because I don't have any planks. So I think one thing that we are going to kind of do here, which we'll hold off stuff for a little bit longer before I do it. What I was going to say is we could order some planks. And I feel like that's kind of a dumb thing to order because we should have that handled. When we're sitting not great with clothes and tools and other things, it's just, I want to get it taken care of. So that's why we're doing a ton of this, getting that handled. These are going to be plank makers, the sawmills here, and I do have an additional sawmill here also making planks. So this is going to be a good plank processing area. So I want to show you also what I did over here with these plantations of our rice. So you can see we have some that are 2 and some that are 3, and that's intentional. It's because I noticed that, well, a little bit ago we noticed that the rice fields get cleared far before the season's over, which is great. So I thought, well, let's not only upgrade them with hoes, let's try with 2 people. So you can see last year, this has been like this for probably about 3 years now. Last year, 675, and in comparison to 752, 650. So these guys are getting completed before the season's over, which is wonderful. This is already done. It's August. This one's good to go. So we might even back this up. I did notice that there were some, like this one, that are done, good to go. and there's others like this that have a little bit ways to go. So I was just kind of watching and adjusting as I saw fit, which needed 2, which needed 3. So I think that's a little bit more of what happens with the farms. You know, it's not only the efficiency sake of that, it's also, you know, well, I guess that's what it is. It's the efficiency sake. So if, you know, if something is a little bit further away, it might need an extra person to help it get cleared. So I think that's kind of what's happening there. We did put in a couple more nurseries also in between episodes because I was at 0 medicine for a while. So that's another thing that I'm trying to get another nice stockpile going, and we're working on it. It's getting better. So I just want to show you here. We got 2. This is nearly cleared out. So these might actually have to go back to 3 if the September ends and stuff freezes over. I don't want stuff to freeze over. So this one I might back off to 2 because it had plenty of time to get done. And same with this one. We know that it's good to go. So we'll just leave it as it is, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we're still sitting pretty. 600, 700, we're doing great on yields. Not 1100. Rice is super nice to have around. Okay, and we have a bunch of tech points. And because of this timber problem, I'm kind of really restricting myself as far as getting techs that we can't really do anything with. I would love to go crazy and get these infinite mines figured out. I guess I could just learn the techs, but I can't really do anything with it. So I could do this one, and we have infinite mine, infinite quarry. I did spend 1 point in the landfill, and this is a nice tool that flattens out an area so you can build. You know, there's mountains all over the place in this game, so they're kind of annoying sometimes. So you want to get rid of them, and that's how you do that. I'll show you that for sure. I got a bunch of spots I want to rework before we really get going on a whole lot of new stuff. So yeah, infinite mines, that's what I want to get, but building kits, and we talked about that already. So that's something that I could just commit the points now, but I'm not doing that. I want to just hold off and see if we can find something else that we would prefer to use instead. Logistics, I like what's happening here. As far as animal power goes, sure, that would be great. Don't have horses and donkeys. And we have the deliveries happening. Storage, I'm okay with right now. We have the transfer station. You know, the small supply station might be good too. We don't have this one anywhere. It takes a little bit of steel, a little bit of planks. This one might be okay to get. This guy transports selected raw materials to supply station for nearby production buildings. Let's grab that one. So we have the 2 points, and I think we'll just hold off for now. So, but like I said, I want to get into tent and house upgrades as well. This is, again, building kits. So just hold off. I'm going to keep some points. If I get a third one, I might grab, well, it would be the tent and the house upgrades. And then we have the 2 spent, quote unquote, on the upgrades on the mine and the quarry, the unlimited ones. I mean, I really need to get that happening because they're key parts of a lot of different systems that we have around town, and without the mines happening, we just kind of are at a standstill, and that's not good. So we have these 2 here, 2 senior mines. We got iron, we got coal, and I think these are about the only 2 mines that we have running now. Oh, okay, we got this one here too, but it's just not enough. So something that I really would like to do is upgrade those mines. We just gotta have it. Okay, this guy, good to go. Sawmill. We are going to building materials, timber, and then you're gonna also be timber. And we have the workers, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna get these dang old planks figured out, and hopefully these guys can start to get harvested here pretty soon. Looks like the first one's 84% complete, 85. So soon, but not quite yet. And then I was also thinking of, so since we have clothes problems, right? We have the flax going for linens. We also have a bunch of leather from our cow or our buffalo over here. I think we have 4,000 leather. Super great. But I want to get some flax going for linen and the leather, and then we can make down jackets. And we had this little area up here that was doing just that, making flax, returning it with the textile mill into linen. And we didn't have a tailor right here, but we could definitely do that. And while we're here, this is what I'm going to do. We are going to flatten this out. So this is Terraform. That's that tech that I was talking about that flattens the terrain out. Super nice. This is wasted space right here while this mountain is there. So if we can flatten this guy out, there we go. It takes just a second and everything is good to go. And now we are all okay to build over here. So I was going to do another plantation for the flax, but I'm kind of holding off for those planks. I want to get that stored up. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do a field. I'll do that. But I do want to do a field. So we are going to do that. The field I want to have for, it's going to be standard field, which is you. 8 by 8. I want to do that, and then we have a field going for more agave, flax, cottons, all sorts of things. We just need to have a good stockpile going, and I think this is a decent spot, kind of in the middle of the city. We talked about getting rid of this little area last episode or episode before, and I think we should be able to do that here pretty quick. But I'm going to leave this line open for more plantations, because we'll probably get into that a little bit later. But for now, I'm going to put in a row of fields, and we're just going to have these fields working here for now. A good solid row. I like that. It'll work pretty great. And we can run a road on this side. Well, we'll do it on this side. Well, I need a road on this over here. So yeah, we'll go on the right side of these farms here, fields, whatever they are. And then we can do things like agave. We have a little bit of built up, not a ton. Let's get a little bit of extra going. We got the extra workers, so I want to use them. I want to get them to work. I want to get this stuff figured out for us. These two up north here, I'm going to put you as, well, I'll put this guy as flax. It's a new one. Get that going, go on flax seeds, raw materials. Let's go another flax seed. We are kind of hurting in a couple spots for cactus. Let's do cactuses. And then we might as well do another cactus right here. And then this middle one, let's see, what could we put in there? We could do some sugar cane. I don't know how much of sugar we have, but we could see here. That's just right over here, I believe. Jam workshop. Where's our sugar guy? Here it is. Okay, yeah, got 120 sugar. We could have some more workers in here. We got tons of sugar cane. Don't need that really, I guess. How about cotton? That was another thing we had over on this side of the world. 26,000 cotton. Okay, yeah, that's great. What we should have is probably another textile mill or four over here as well to keep up with this new production speed that we can have. We got a little bit of space right here, so we're going to do that. We're going to do 3. We're going to get this clothing situation figured out, and we're going to get this agave situation figured out. It's going to be wonderful. We have a couple distilleries running over here. 316 agave, we talked about that. Get that built up. And then we could even get rid of these farms over here and upgrade those as well. Definitely not a bad idea. One thing we don't have that might be beneficial is fermenting, which can use other things to make other wines or other alcohols, which we could get into, but I think we're just gonna hold off for now. Let's get this supply station going. So this supply station is gonna call for things from around the settlement to bring to the location. So up here where we have our steel production, we need iron. We need iron coming in. If we don't have any iron coming in, nothing's really happening. So I'm going to put the supply station right here, and we're going to call for iron once that's completed. It's going to be able to deliver it to the warehouses, to everything around here. It's going to be wonderful. And that's the only one. Actually, we'll do this too over here. We'll put this one, we'll do cactuses, so that these cactuses that are produced over here will get over there eventually. And it gets over there eventually anyways, but this is more of a dedicated source, dedicated people to move the goods to wherever you want them to be. So this is what we're going to do with that stuff. We got our textile mills coming in, and then this iron ore issue that is happening because of the plank situation. So let's check out our little area over here. It looks like we got our first harvests off the forest farms. Wonderful. 377 stored up timber. Wonderful. Let's see. Planks 393. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to get rolling. We got to have these planks. And now, with that, let's go ahead and we can get the upgrade on these mines. The first one we're going to do is the mine, not the quarry. And we are going to do that. Get that going. And then we are going to come up over here. And we should be able to produce in the forge with planks and glass and steel, which we need a little bit of, some building kits. So we're going to get one person to work in there. Steel, hurting for iron ore, so that production's kind of slow. We are going to try and grab a couple more irons that are around town here. We have quite a few left. I haven't gone through and collected everything off the map yet, just because we haven't really needed to, but I'm going to grab a couple more irons. We got 33 laborers. They should be able to grab that stuff, no problem at all. But now we have the deep mine. Wonderful, great, and exciting. So what I'm going to do initially, we're going to go back up north here. This mine that is running the iron, we're going to upgrade to a deep mine. If I could, dang it. I need to wait for 60 building kits and then steel. So that's what I want to do. The deep mine, all three of these will be deep mines eventually, but for now we just have to wait until we have a little bit of steel saved up and a little bit of building kits saved up. All right, so we're at cap with planks. That happened very quickly. Let's go up to 1500 with this, and we'll get that rolling, and we can even get this corral completed. So that will be good. We could just move some more pigs in there. Get that buffed up a little bit. What's going on here? What do we need here? More fishing nets? Or, I mean, reeds probably? Yeah, more reeds. I can't believe that 4 reed fields aren't enough for the demand over here. Kind of wild. I would level this terrain out, like get rid of this mountain here and this one. But the problem is that when you do that, like so close to water, it's real easy to mess up. So I'm going to see if I can do it, and hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay, it worked out all right. And we'll get the reed field in there. We'll have one more reed field working. Doesn't look that great. It's kind of Minecrafty, but whatever. It'll be okay. Little jagged edges here. And this guy will get built up. We'll have another source of reeds coming in. This little area will be doing even better. Over here we have paper mill making us from reeds. I forgot about this guy. And our fuel factories are just hanging out because we didn't have a whole lot of coal coming in. Check out these numbers over here. Almost 40,000 food. Food is handled. Water handled. Medicine handled. Timber looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it's quite handled yet, but it's doing great. And then we got fuels coming in. Another thing that I wanted to do is buff up. I'm gonna switch this guy to this guy and do this. Buff up our domestic fuel production. And I think because we put the boiler rooms in the last episode, it put a little bit more of a draw of demand for domestic fuels and coal. So I think we're gonna put that like that. I want to have enough fuel to last through the winters. I'm tired of looking at these snowflakes every year. So we're gonna get that fixed up for sure. It might just take us just a moment. I noticed that the bamboo that we're producing here isn't that great. 150, 120. It's not enough to sustain what I want to do with it with this little batch here. So I might have to do another whole area with bamboo, but for now we'll just leave that, I guess. We have another event. Let's go paste it up. Oop, I meant to do upside down. An old man came out to stop the citizens from pasting the character food. Oh, this young man, the Chinese character food should be pasted upside down, which means happiness is flowing down into you. Thus, we could have good fortune the next year. Citizens put the Chinese character food and prepared a lot of food to celebrate. Oh, so you get the buff no matter what. You get the bonus no matter what. That's cool. It's nice. Okay, so let's see. Our textile mills are good to go over here. So we know that's going to call for some flax. And you know, we did have a ton of cotton, right? Yeah, we'll do linen on both. Because we're focusing on the linens right now and the flax. Buff this up to 1,000. If we're already at 1,000 there, that means we are going to be needing some more tailors and processing of that stuff. So we can grab that as well. We should have a tailor around here somewhere. There it is. And we're gonna go. Oh, I want an upgraded tailor. So we'll go like this, advanced tailor, and we'll put this guy right on the corner. You know what? Let's do more than one. We'll do 2. And then with our new station that we got, the supply station, we can plop this guy right here, and we can put leather, and we can call for leather, and then we'll bring it up there, and it'll be wonderful. On this side, we should have that thing built already. Yep, small supply station. Here we go. Steve's working on it. So we want to call for an item. Let's see, what do we want to have here? So we were calling for iron, and we pretty much want to have as much iron as possible on this end of town. But since we only have 200 or 322, let's call for 200. We'll add that. So now it's calling for 200 iron. It's going to bring it in here, and then if this gets below 200, they'll fill it back up. Kind of neat, kind of nice. And then over here we had cactuses, right? Yep, that's you. Hopefully we have some available. Cactus cut. There we go. Oh, 1,800 or 1,400 cactuses. That's pretty good. We're going to put this guy at 1,000. We're going to add, and then we're going to get the goods over there as well. Super wonderful, and that's going to happen up here pretty quick. In the background, we still don't have a ton of timber, which is just... Okay, it's because we're making so many planks. Let's put this back to 1,000 planks. Once we hit that 1,000, then that's a good stockpile of planks, I think. It's enough for whenever we need to build something. And we just really need the steel to come in now. That's what the next thing we really need. So iron. So we called for a bunch. We picked it up around town there so we could see how we're doing. Here we got any kind of steel saved up, and we do not. I don't think I'm using steel anywhere. Okay, we are using steel here. Another thing that I could do is we could do an order for the building kits, and then we can upgrade our mines. I think that might be good. So let's go here, dock. I have 2 people sitting in here. I didn't even know that. Order, we're gonna find building kits. There we go, building kits. And how many do we need for our upgraded mines? So let's see, processing. We're gonna go, or not processing. We're gonna go deep mine. We need 60. Okay, so how many can we get? How much is 60 worth? 9,600. Okay, so we could only do let's do one batch. So we're gonna do an order of 60 building kits. That's gonna happen in 1 year. Okay, great. We can hold off for that long. That's not too bad. We've been going this long without it anyways. So let's go ahead and we'll learn tent and we'll learn house upgrade, and we'll do that. And our new little area over here, advanced tailor, down, it's gonna be a linen and leather if I can have that. I'd really like to have linen and cotton cloth. That would be great. Feathers. Ooh, 9,000 feathers. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. Cotton cloth and feathers. We do have another tech guy right here making some more. So we'll get that used up. And let's go over here. We have leather and flax, hopefully. Can't really do anything quite yet here. Actually, we do have seal fur, don't we? A little bit of seal fur. So we could start making luxury coats. Alpaca wool isn't quite doing it. We don't have sheep yet for regular wool. And feathers? Luxury coats. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so then you, this other guy, I think we did feathers as well. Oh, I don't want refined leathers. I want regular leather. That's probably not a luxury coat, is it? Seal fur and feathers? That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go. We should be getting better with clothing. It's still hurting. See, we still need fuel. We still need nurseries. I did put 2 more over here a little bit ago, so let's go ahead and get those people working on that stuff. Whew, that's a lot of good stuff happening right now. Let's check out this area. So since we can have some more plantations, we could throw a couple more plantations in there and really get some stuff happening. What about our agave stock? How's that? 307. I think we're going to start doing some oat fields. So let's go right in here. We'll do 1, 2, 3 for now. 3 oats. And then right here, we'll process those oats into whatever we can use those with. I know one of the things that can be used is the mill to make into malt. But I think you can make beer straight up from oats. So we'll find out. We should have the planks for this. Yeah, this stuff should happen very, very quickly. I should probably go around and upgrade to 3 builders in each camp, but we're down to 6 laborers already. Gone expanding like crazy. Got 600 timber in the bank. It's great. And we got sawmills all over the place. Awesome. So pretty good episode. I think we did a lot. I feel like it went pretty quick. I think we got our timber problem on the right path, being totally taken care of finally, after been like 6 episodes talking about freaking wood. So yeah, we'll get that taken care of. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival. Have an amazing and fantastic rest of your evening, day, or night.